I'm Heather from the Museum of Natural History, and I'm here in the Nature Lab, and I want to introduce you to a yellow-spotted salamander. So let's take a look at this guy. All right, so this is a yellow-spotted salamander, and of course yellow-spotted salamanders have yellow spots. So they have yellow spots from their head all the way down to their tail. And actually, different salamanders kind of have different patterns of spots, so you can almost tell them apart by their spot patterns. Yellow-spotted salamanders are actually a very large salamander, so they can get about 15 to 25 centimeters, and they can actually live up to about 30 years. So being such a big salamander with these bright yellow spots, you would think you'd see them all the time. But these guys are actually mole salamanders, which means that they actually spend most of their time underground. So that's why we don't see them. And that's why in the spring, when they're coming down to the ponds, why it's such a special time, because it's a time when we can actually observe these salamanders. And this guy doesn't want to be a star. Let me just pick him up. All right, now, I'm gonna wet my hand, make sure he's wet and I'm wet, because he actually has a mucus layer, like all amphibians, that kind of protects their skin. So you wanna make sure that your hands are wet, because if your hands are dry, this guy wants to move. If your hands are dry, you may damage that mucus layer, which actually can damage their skin. So we don't want to do that. So you look at this guy giving you a good look so you can see his smile. So my favorite part about salamanders is they're smiling at you. So another cool thing about salamanders is actually, as part of their defense, is they can actually lose their tail, a leg, or half their head. And they can grow that back. Of course, growing back a leg, tail, or especially half your head takes a lot of energy, so they'd rather not do that. But, all right, so yellow-spotted salamander didn't want to be on camera anymore. I brought out a blue-spotted salamander. So again, really easy to tell the names of salamanders: yellow spots, yellow-spotted salamander; blue spots, blue-spotted salamander. And guess what the ones with red backs are called? Redback salamanders. All right, so blue-spotted salamanders are mole salamanders, like the yellow-spotted salamanders, and they'd be going out this time too. So both blue-spotted salamanders and yellow-spotted salamanders are carnivores, and they eat insects, slugs, and maybe some worms. So that's what these guys eat. And then, again, this is a very large salamander as well. So that's the blue-spotted salamander. So that is the yellow-spotted salamander and the blue-spotted salamander. So these are the salamanders that are traveling down the ponds this time of year. So I'm going to be doing a few more videos in our virtual Salamander Meander series. I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you next time. You just hold you were great where you were. You were perfect, right on my finger, right there. Just stay there. Ha ha, I got you now. No, I don't.